By subscribing and liking the content, give us a like to continue delivering the most important information. Stay safe by being vigilant. With that out of the way, let's delve into today's news. Since we have already covered the breach itself on our YouTube channel, Digital Guard 114, this article will continue on that matter by focusing on what to do next and how to protect yourself if your information may have been compromised. UK's National Crime Agency dismantles major fraud platform Russian comms. In a significant victory against international cybercrime, the UK's National Crime Agency, NCA, has dismantled the sophisticated fraud platform known as Russian comms. This platform, operational since 2021, facilitated global financial losses amounting to tens of millions of pounds and was responsible for scamming approximately 170,000 victims worldwide. The crackdown marks a pivotal moment in the fight against technology-enabled fraud. The scope of the operation. The operation, backed by international law enforcement agencies and Europol, culminated in the arrest of 3 individuals in Newham, London. These individuals are believed to be the primary developers and administrators of the platform. The arrests followed months of meticulous intelligence gathering and investigative work by the NCA. A 4th individual, a user of the platform, was apprehended in Potter's Bar by the Eastern Region Special Operations Unit. How Russian comms operated. Russian comms provided its criminal users with tools to mask their identities and impersonate legitimate organizations, including banks, telecommunications companies, and law enforcement agencies. This deception enabled scammers to gain the trust of their victims before stealing their money and personal information. The platform offered a variety of features such as encrypted calls and voice-changing services. These features allowed criminals to disguise their voices and ensure that their communications remained undetectable. Spoofed caller ID. Scammers could appear to be calling from trusted numbers, increasing the likelihood of deceiving their targets. Instant handset wipe. This feature enabled users to erase all data from their devices instantly to avoid detection by law enforcement. The platform was marketed primarily through social media platforms such as Snapchat, Instagram, and Telegram. Contracts for using the service ranged from £1,200 to £1,400 for 6 months, paid in cryptocurrency. This business model made it both accessible and anonymous, attracting a large number of criminals worldwide. The impact of the fraud. Over a period of 3 years, Russian comms facilitated more than 1.8 million calls to individuals in 107 countries, including the United Kingdom, the United States, New Zealand, Norway, and France. The average financial loss reported by UK victims was over £9,400, with some individuals suffering significantly higher losses. The fraud tactics employed included impersonating banks and financial institutions. Victims were convinced that their accounts were compromised and were persuaded to transfer their funds to supposedly secure accounts, which were controlled by the scammers. Non-existent goods. Funds were stolen by promising goods that were never delivered. Physical collection of cards. Scammers arranged to collect victims' debit and credit cards under the pretense of providing replacements. Law enforcement response. The NCA's dismantling of Russian comms involved not only arrests, but also the seizure of the platform's assets and data. The NCA managed to gain control over Russian comms' Telegram channel, using it to send a clear message to other criminals. The police will be seeing you soon. This message highlights the ongoing efforts by the NCA and its partners to track and prosecute individuals involved in such fraudulent activities. Adrian Searle, director of the National Economic Crime Center within the NCA, emphasized the growing threat posed by technology-enabled fraud. He noted that while these services promise anonymity, they often store user data, which law enforcement can use to identify and prosecute criminals. Searle's statement underlines the importance of international cooperation in combating cybercrime and protecting the public from fraud. The broader implications. Fraud accounts for approximately 40% of all crimes against individuals in England and Wales, with over 80% believed to be facilitated by technology. This operation against Russian comms is part of a broader strategy by the UK government and law enforcement agencies to tackle the rising tide of cybercrime. The City of London Police, alongside other agencies, continues to urge the public to take steps to protect themselves from fraud. This includes verifying the identity of callers before sharing personal or financial information and reporting any suspicious activities to the authorities. Conclusion. The takedown of Russian comms represents a significant blow to international fraud networks. It underscores the effectiveness of coordinated efforts between national and international law enforcement agencies in combating cybercrime. As technology continues to evolve, so too must the strategies employed to prevent and prosecute fraudulent activities. The NCA's operation serves as a stark warning to criminals that they can and will be brought to justice, no matter how sophisticated their methods. For ongoing updates, monitoring trusted cybersecurity news sources like Digital Guard 114 can provide deeper insights into the evolving landscape of cyber threats and defenses. And now, as we reach the end of our news segment, please remember, for a detailed list of our sources, you can find them in the description of our YouTube video. Thank you to everyone who watched today's program. Remember, by following us, you become part of a reliable source for information and advice. Whether you like the program or not, please press subscribe to join our community. This helps us improve and ensures you are among the first to receive our latest news and programs. Don't forget to hit the like button and share our channel with your friends. Farewell, until we meet again.